Hi, this is Maurice Gilbert with Concilium Executive Search. Last time I spoke to you, the topic was identifying candidates for an opportunity that we're running with a client. Today's topic is going to consist of what does our presentation to that candidate contain? And there are two items in particular. Number one, we present the opportunity itself and why it ought to be considered for the candidate. And then we, of course, qualify the candidate. Is this a candidate appropriate for the opportunity? Do we have reason to believe that this could be a career-enhancing move for this candidate to consider? So firstly, the opportunity itself. When we're doing the presentation, there are several components that a candidate is looking for and we need to basically present. Number one, is it a great brand to identify with? Number two, would this individual enjoy the particular opportunity? And number three, would the candidate enjoy working for the particular hiring authority? And lastly, culture. Would the individual candidate appreciate the cultural environment of the company in total? So let's backtrack regarding company. Most professionals would like to identify with a big brand, a popular brand. That is a very strategic and career-building move. I, in particular, work for GE, and everyone knows GE, and it's a popular brand. It's a career-building brand. We represent companies of that stature: Novartis, Baxter, Bayer, Hewlett-Packard, Dell. So big brands are very popular and something that most candidates would like to align with. Then we turn our attention to the job itself. And the way we determine whether the job itself may be appropriate and add value to the candidate is we ask this question: what might be lacking in your present position? What might be unfulfilled? Once we have an answer to that, then we could identify what our client has to offer and see if that would be a good match. Case in point, a lot of candidates will say, well, I don't have career growth options. So if we're presenting an opportunity that is an immediate promotional opportunity and could even provide longer-term career growth, then that is the hook, so to speak, or the match. One of the next components we consider is culture. And I'm talking the overall culture of the company. Some people like a lot of structure. Some people would prefer more latitude in a less formal environment, and we have to make that connection with the candidate as well. And one of the final components, of course, is would the candidate enjoy working with the immediate supervisor? And we always have to basically tout the background and the leadership skills of the particular hiring authority to see if that's going to be a good match as well. Once we make that determination, then we move into the actual qualifying the candidate for the opportunity. And this is quite different than I think most people think. It's not just about X's and O's and technical ability, because what most people don't understand is the technical component in the hire may only comprise of 20% of the hiring decision. And the other 80% is based on leadership, based on will this person have great energy, Will they be persuasive in their delivering their messaging throughout the organization? Those are some of the components. So let's backtrack first to the technical skills. And the way we basically get to the heart of if someone is technically proficient for the role is we don't just ask about their responsibilities, because people are quite adept at talking about I'm responsible for this, responsible for that. It really doesn't get the job done. It doesn't really convey the value add. So what we ask is, how have you created value? And we're looking specifically for statements that sound like this. Did ABC resulting in with some qualifier? If someone could speak about their value proposition and how they created value in their present employer, then that's how we determine whether they're qualified for the particular opportunity that we're running with. Once we make that determination, then we get into the softer skills, which is, as I said before, a good 80% of the hiring decision is based on this. And we're looking for presentation skills, both visual presentation skills and, of course, verbal presentation skills. Does someone have great energy when they speak? We all feed off of other people's energy, whether we recognize it or not. And with the leadership roles that we're asked to fill, someone has to have this, what we call wonderful energy to convey their message and do it in a very powerful and persuasive manner. One of the other characteristics we're looking for, of course, is leadership. Leadership both in training, hiring, mentoring their staff, also leadership throughout the organization. Because again, the professionals that we place are predominantly chief compliance officers, and they have to work within the C-suite and all throughout the organization. And they must be able to be persuasive and articulate to basically sell their ideas. And that's what is expected of a leader. One of the last components we're looking for when we're assessing the professional soft skills is their intestinal fortitude. And the way we ask this question is, would you give us an illustration of when you faced adversity? What was it? How did you overcome it? And what did you learn from it? This is a powerful tool to see if a person is resilient, basically, because all of us know we do face obstacles in our professional life, in our personal life. And what we care about finding out, as do our clients, is, can I bounce back from adversity? So this is perhaps something we give considerable attention to as well. And that basically highlights our methodology and what we look for when we do a presentation to the candidate. I appreciate your time and look forward to visiting with you again soon.